What's up everybody, CP here. Welcome back to yet another Python tutorial. Today we are talking about tuples in Python. Some people like to call tuple and some people like to call tuple. You can call it whatever you want, but I like to call tuple. This is one of the data structure in Python that breaks the law of nature, that is law of conservation. Because in tuple, what happens is that we can create them but we can't destroy them. The law of conservation to tuple like, am I joke to you? Tuples are like a list, but unlike list, we cannot modify them. I know some of you guessed it right. If you guessed it right, then comment down below. If you not guessed it, then it's okay. Tuples are immutable. We can create them, but we can't destroy them. You can think of tuple as a immutable list. The structure of tuples look like this. Numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I print this, Python is going to say, here's your tuples that contain 1 to 8 items. If I try to add or update in tuple, then it will produce error. But if you want to access it, you can do that like a list using index number. For example, I want to access the number 5 from this number tuple. Then I'm gonna type print numbers and the index number of 5 is 4, and if I run this, then Python is going to say 5. You can also use in method to find out item is present or not. For example, I have this tuple called fruit, and in that tuple I have apple, banana and cherry, and I want to find out the apple is present or not. So I'm gonna type apple in fruits, and if I run this, then Python is going to say true, the apple is present in this fruit tuple. It will return the boolean value, that is, for this example, that is true. So let's take an example like papaya is present in fruits or not, and if I run this, then Python is going to say false, the papaya is not present in that fruit tuple, so output is false. So you might be thinking, why we need tuple? So answer is that if you don't need to change the list, that makes things easier, because it tells other programmers looking for your code this should not be changed, and it is less flexible than a list. The one thing good about tuple is that it is more faster than list. Let's take a real world example. Like if you are creating game like GTA and you want to set the coordinates of your maps, and you want to save that coordinates in a list, but you don't want to change that coordinates because coordinates are permanent, they can't be changed. So I'm gonna use tuples like this. So we know tuples are immutable, so we can't change them. In dictionary we seen if we use list as a key, it will give us an error. For example, dict1 is equal to curly braces list 1, 2, 3, and this is list. And if I print out dict1, then you can see here it will give me error. The error is type error because we used key as a list. Because lists are mutable, we can change them using index numbers. So key should be immutable, so we can use tuples like 1, 2, 3 like this. If I run this, then Python is going to say, hey, your dictionary is ready, that contain this tuple, the name and this integer. Because tuples are immutable, we can use them as a key in a dictionary. Like a list, in tuples we have some methods. In tuple you can also slice them like a list. For example, tup is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I want to slice from this 1 to 6. Then I'm gonna type print tup, and the slicing number is 1 up to 6. The 1 is for start and 6 is for end. If I run this, then Python is going to say your slicing is ready. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also slice single item, like if you want to only this item 3, you can type print tup and the index number, that is 2 to 3. And if I run this, then Python is going to say 3 and comma. I know the output is weird. When you request for single item to be sliced, then it returns with comma. We can do things like a list with the tuples. For example, I have these variables apple, banana and cherry, and I'm gonna assign them with numbers, like for apple is 1, for banana is 2, and for cherry it's 3. And I want to print number 2, then I'm gonna type print banana. And if I run this, then Python is going to say this is number 2, because we assign banana to number 2. We can also access them like print apple and print cherry. And if I run this, then Python is going to say 2, 1, 3, because for banana is 2, for apple is 1, and for cherry is 3. If you have some items in your tuples like this, and these are not assigned with this variable, so and you still want to print out these 4 and 5, then you can do like this and print other. And if I run this, then Python is going to say 2, 1, 3 and 4, 5. 2 is for banana, 1 is for apple, 3 is for cherry, and 4, 5 is for other. And you can see here the output is in the form of list. Fun part about tuple is that it only has 2 methods that we care about. The number one is count. For example, tup is equal to 1 to 7 items. For example, I have this tuple and I want to count the duplicate items from it. For example, tup dot count number 5. If I run this, then Python is going to say you have only one duplicated item in your tuple. If I add another 5 in it, and if I run this again, then Python is going to say you have 2 duplicated items. Like a list, you can use index. For example, index tup index, and I want to know the index of number 3, and if I run this, then Python is going to say the index of number 3 is 2. If you want to count the length of your tuple, then you can type print len and the name of your tuple, that is tup. And if I run this, then Python is going to say 8, because we have 8 items present in this tuple. Just remember, they are simply a list that are immutable. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, smash the subscribe button if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.